Hello, hello. We're playing Limit again. Kind of like it. I don't really know what's going on in it, but I guess that's kind of half the fun, right? All right. We've arrived. I'm going to drop you guys off here if that's okay. Don't worry though. I'll come and pick up you guys up in a bit. Shall we say an hour? Sounds good to me. Yeah, okay. Go on then. Out of the car and the lot with you. The two of you got out of the car. Once out, you waved goodbye. You waved Dave goodbye, and he drove off the parking lot. All right, Mr. Josh, let's go look for answers. Yeah. Let's. Looks like it's the moment of truth. Come over. The main door is over here. As the two of you enter the building, you notice a figure sitting by the reception desk. Oh. Okay. Oh. Welcome to Iron Haven's police department. How can I help you? The figure appeared to be a female cat with white silk fur. Her angelic-sounding voice is on the higher pitch of the spectrum. She's got a very ladylike demeanor, with a hint of slyness sprinkled around her. Sprinkled around her? Sly, yeah, okay. Wow, she's pretty. And her voice, too. Gran, I didn't know that you already found yourself a special someone. I must say that he's quite cute, Gran. The white cat looks at you up and down with an innocent smile that never seems to leave her face. Huh, real funny, Sal. I'm just here to help someone out, that's all. Okay, if you say so. Well then, if that's the case, welcome, sir. I'm Officer Sally. How can I help you? Sally, huh? It's nice to meet you, Miss Sally. My name's Mr. Josh. You offer her a handshake. Oh dear. You can just call me Sally. She graciously accepts your handshake. Man, her small hand is very soft. After a couple seconds, both of you release each other's grip. Oh, alright then. You can just call me Mr. Josh too. Well, Sally, we're here because of, Gran. We're here to see if any missing reports regarding a human. Missing human? Aw, that's terrible. Are you looking for your family member, Mr. Josh? Actually, it's rather complicated, but we're hoping to see if there are any reports specifically about Mr. Josh here. Huh? Why? Thing is, I found Mr. Josh unconscious in the middle of nowhere. He doesn't seem to know anything from this world, and a lot of things here seem to be a new experience for him. Yeah, it's rather true. I still got my memories, though. Everything here feels the same, yet different. And I have never seen any other talking species other than humans until last night when Gran found me sprawled unconscious. Are you okay, Mr. Josh? No. Yeah, I'm okay. Gran and his friend has been taking care of me very well. Well, that's a relief. It must have been a really stressful situation for you, huh? It was, but I can manage. So can we please see the reports? Alright, let me take a look. Looks like there's a couple of reports here. There's only about missing pets, though. Ah, I see. Figures. How about we check through the local database? We could do that. Here, Mr. Josh, please try to fill this form as much as possible. Okay. The cat lady hands you a form and pen. Everything looks pretty standard. This shouldn't be hard. As you were about to start writing down, you couldn't help but notice the lumbering form of a tiger right next to you. Man, why are you so close? We're gonna ignore him. I think it'll be fine. But man, this feels a bit uncomfortable. Well, a bit embarrassing. For someone who says that he's only here to help, you sure are close to each other. Huh? What? I was just... The lumbering tiger stumbles back a bit. Oh, relax, dear. From the looks of it, Mr. Josh doesn't seem to mind. Right, Mr. Josh? She's putting me on the spot. I guess it's true that I didn't mind. It's... fine. It wasn't bothering me. See? Before you know it, the tiger is back lumbering over you. Let's see, full name. So your full name is Yorkie? 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 York? Okay. Yeah. Now my age is... You're 22? Yes. Huh, okay. Occupation, address... Hey, Gran, should I fill the address in? Yes, if you still remember it. The tiger leans in and whispers to you. I know you said that you came from a different world, but write it down just in case. As you listen to the soft whisper, you could feel a tingle in your body as your cheeks began to warm up. That's pretty gay, isn't it? Hey, what are you guys whispering about? Nothing in particular. That's a lie and you know it. With a shrug, the tiger returns back to his normal position. Well, okay. Next is... Orb user. What does that mean, Gran? Gran? Oh, I guess you should put it as none. Wait, but I have an orb, though. I'm pretty sure that it's what the form is referring to. Tiger spoke to you with a low voice. Leave the orb user line as no. Then write down the color of the orb that you possess in the next field. What does it mean to be an orb user, though? Okay, the color of my orb is... Oh, right, it's blue. The next one is... Sexual orientation. I don't know what to do. Gran is looking at me, and I'm afraid what he'll think of me. Is it even an acceptable thing around here? I think I'll just leave it as blank just to play it safe. This is tough. Sally, I think I'm done. I filled as much as I can. You handed the form and pen back. Huh? Already? There's plenty left to fill. Well, I don't remember the other details, unfortunately. If only my wallet was on me. The cat lady gave your form a quick inspection before looking at you for a moment, then focusing her attention towards the screen in front of her. Let's see. Mr. Josh Yorkie? I don't know what this is. Age 22. Occupation, address. You're not an orb user, Mr. Josh? But you possess an orb. It's complicated. Okay. Aw, looks like nothing came up. Not even in similar searches. As expected again. You've got any other ideas, Sal? Maybe the chief could help. Who knows, maybe he has access to the national database. I suppose if there's no other way. I don't want to bother the chief if I can though. He's a pretty busy guy, isn't he? It comes with the job, but that doesn't mean that he spends all his time working. There hasn't been a lot of trouble lately, too, so there are a few things that he needs to worry about. I'm sure he'll be happy to help. If you put it that way, I guess it won't hurt to ask. I wonder who the chief at the police is. Hey, Chief. I have a couple of people here, and I think could use your help. Do you mind if I send them in? Okay. Thanks, Chief. So? He says yes, but just for a safety measure. Here, take this. The lady hands Gran what appears to be a bar of chocolate. What's this for? It's for the chief. Be a dear and just give it to him once you enter his office. He loves chocolates.
Sally, I'm not going to bribe the chief with candy.
It's not a bribe, silly. It's just a gift. Come on, just be a dear and do it, please.
Fine. If I get in trouble, I'm going to drag you with me.
Yes, yes. Also, please do keep me up to date with what's going on. We'll try, Sally. Thanks for your time. Aw, your smile's so sweet. It's no problem, dear. It's my job, after all. Now off you go, you two. You know where the chief's office is, right, Gran?
You know I work here, right? Let's go, Mr. Josh. The office is this way.
You and Sally wave each other goodbye as you follow Gran from behind. Sally is a really sweet lady.
Yeah, she is. She's been here for a lot longer than I did.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know if she hasn't noticed, but she enjoys teasing people.
Yeah, she really does.
I swear she can be relentless at it, too, sometimes. She's a good woman, though, so I don't think anyone she teases is going to hold a grudge. It's all in good fun, after all, right?
I'd have to agree.
Looks like we're here. Come in.
Ooh, that's a lad.
Gran, it's you. Are you holding up?
Yes, I'm fine, Chief. Thanks for asking.
I'm not here to talk about me, though. Oh?
Oh man, it's like thunderstorming. Okay, that's fine. I should be playing a horror game right now. But apparently no one cares about the Silent Hill playthrough, so like I don't know. Games like this get more views on my channel. The tiger ushers you onto the middle of the room. From where you are standing, you could see a big polar bear standing on the other side of the desk. His brown eyes are kind of alert. His whole figure screams authority. Surprisingly, though, the bear's belly doesn't seem to be as big as you'd imagine. Still, you couldn't help but feel pressured and intimidated. Can't believe that there's someone who's taller than Gran. And man, he's intimidating.
Chief Norman, this is Mr. Josh. Mr. Josh, this is the Chief Norman. A pleasure to meet you, Mr. Josh.
The polar bear spoke in a husky and calm voice with a deep timbre. Pair that with his huge body, you can't help but be moved by his display. The chief offers you a handshake. You accept it. His grip is firm, albeit gentle, and you could feel his soft paws brush under your skin. The pleasure's all mine, Chief Norman. His hand is huge, and his hand feels a bit different than Gran's. It's a lot rougher. You release the chief's grip. Good thing I didn't get too caught up like last time. A part of me wanted to give him another handshake, though.
Charmed.
The chief gave you a curt nod with a smile before focusing his attention back towards Gran.
Sally mentioned that both of you is in need of some assistance. What'll it be? It's a bit of a long story. In that case, let's take a seat, shall we?
The two of you took a seat.
Oh, before I forget. Here.
Gran hands the chief the bar of chocolate.
Oh, what's this?
Whoa, thanks. Thanks, Gran.
This isn't a bribe, is it?
Oh, no.
Oh, nah, it's from Sally. I see.
The polar reached for his intercom.
Thank you, Sally.
Damn, he just broadcast it all over the station. And for a thank you? What a sweet man.
Sally's probably giggling all pleased with herself right about now.
I bet.
Apologies for that. So, tell me what happened, Gran. Oh, yes, of course. So, it went like this.
Gran went to tell the chief about you and the situation you're in. He only mentioned the bits that are important. Also, the same explanation as last time. Fortunately, he didn't mention the part where you punched him. I'm glad that he didn't mention me punching him, now that I know that he's part of the police force. I could probably be charged for assaulting an officer. I guess it explained why he was so nonchalant about it back then, too. I'd imagine that he could probably subdue me out to the floor quite easily if he had seen me as a threat. The past is in the past, though, hopefully.
And that's where we are. I see. He's got something with him. He's got nothing with him? Other than an orb that I mentioned, no.
The polar bear stares you down straight in his eyes for a moment before returning his gaze towards Gran.
So I was wondering, if you could help us in any way. Sal mentioned that you might have access to the national database. That would be the case if Ironhaven wasn't such a small town. The town isn't that small. Why does it matter anyway? For security's sake. Not every settlement has granted access to the nation's database. It's a precautionary action to prevent data leaks. I see. So it's a no-go then? Not entirely. We still request for some assistance. It'll take a few days, a week at least, and 2 or 3 weeks at most, to process before they can respond back. Why would it take that long to respond? We need to send the data through the mail, then they'll be able to process the information. It's just the procedure I've been told by the higher-ups. Even after the mail arrives, chances are that our request will not be tended to immediately, since they are mostly to have a priority over different cases that are deemed more important. Why couldn't you just send them through the email? They wanted real, tangible pieces of evidence for integrity checking. I'm no expert, though. Besides, you can't send blood samples through the mail. What are you going to do? Scan them over the printer? Huh, fair point. So don't lose hope just yet. We all need to do now is to gain some biological data from Mr. Josh. Right here, if you wanted if we wanted more thorough research. We're talking about fingerprints and blood samples, right? Yes, and more. Oh. I guess there's no other way, is there? There are. This is just the best course of action, though, I believe. Are you cool with that, Mr. Josh? Yeah. I think I'll take any help I can get. I hope all they need is my fingerprints, though. Now that we have a plan. Gran, could you please take Mr. Josh to the infirmary to get the data that we need? I'll relay the data that we need to the medic team, so you just have to bring Mr. Josh over. I can do that. You don't have to bring anything back. Just return to him here once the two of you are done. Yes, sir. Good, and thank you. You are dismissed. Come on, Mr. Josh. Let's go before David comes. Ah, okay. The two of you got up and left the room. Before you completely closed the door, you were able to catch the sound of a tearing sound. Enjoy the chocolate, Chief? Are you not going to be in trouble for that? For what? Joking around? As intimidating the Chief is, he's pretty cool and laid back. I think he rather enjoyed being teased too, to be honest with you. Really? Yep. But you didn't hear that from me. Yeah, okay. The two of you stopped in front of the door to what you assume is the infirmary. Guys, I'm coming in. Oh, okay. These seem like lads.
As the door opened, you can see two figures standing awfully close to each other. Is that an otter and a weasel? Why are they standing so close to each other? Alerted by the presence of the door, the two-party jump back instantly. Now that you could see them better, the two of them appear to have average builds. Okay, sure. I mean, they seem kind of like built and they're pretty fit. I wouldn't say that's average. I think average nowadays is like having a bit of a gut. But the weasel seems to have a more toned muscle than the otter. Whoa, what the hell, man? Couldn't you have knocked first? The weasel spoke in a very animated manner. His cheerful voice is slightly deeper than the average person. Sorry, didn't know that this room turned into a kissing booth. What? We weren't kissing or anything. We were just talking about a secret. You didn't have to be that close to him to just talk. We didn't want anyone to overhear it, so that's why we were whispering. Okay. Why are you here, Jacob? Did you hurt yourself or something? Not necessarily, but I thought I'd drop by the infirmary to pick something up before I go on my parole. Speaking of going on parole, I'd better go. I'll see you later, Steve. And Gran. Oh, morning to you, sir. If you'll excuse me. The weasel tipped his hat. He wasn't wearing a hat. At you before he quickly left the room. Wait, so those two guys were kissing? So is that okay after all? See ya. Anyway, Steve, did you get the chief's message? Did Chief send you here? You notice that the otter spoke in a mellow tone with a slightly higher pitch, a contrast to the weasel's. Yeah, we were told that come here for a physical examination. Let me check my tablet. The otter slowly walked towards his desk and picked up a rectangular-looking device. What is that? An iPad? Well, I don't see any... Oh, never mind. Looks like he just sent it to me now. He was probably enjoying his chocolate bar. Was it you who gave him it? I thought Sal was the one who gave it to him. She gave it to me, and then I passed it to him. I see. Well, looks like there's quite a bit to do here. Oh, right. How rude of me. Let me introduce myself first. Hello, my name is Dr. Steve, and I oversee the medical facility here. You're Mr. Josh, correct? The otter offers you a handshake with a smile. You took his hand in. Yes, Doc, nice to meet you. His hand is a bit on the smaller side, but it's quite smooth. Why do I keep focusing on this kind of thing? I don't usually do that on any regular basis. Probably because I only used to shake hands with humans. Yeah, that's it. You released the grip before it got too long. I need to stop getting distracted. You're not in trouble, are you, Mr. Josh? I guess you could say that. Okay. Come over then. We'll begin by measuring your height. You followed the doctor's commands throughout the whole procedure. After a series of physical examinations and a syringe, everything is done. That wasn't so bad now, was it? Yeah, I guess it wasn't. I'm surprised you weren't afraid of the needle. A lot of people would be. I wouldn't say that I'm not afraid. I just convinced myself that it has to be done so I wouldn't panic. And it's not like it was some average Joe's who's just poking me with a syringe. I trust that the doc knew what he was doing. Well, thank you, Mr. Josh. Better you than me, I suppose. What, are you afraid of needles? Okay. We're done here, Steve. Yes. Don't worry about anything else. I'll do the rest. Thank you, Doc. Anytime, Mr. Josh. Let's go over to the chief's office first, then we can leave. Sounds good to me. You hopped off the bed and to follow the tiger. See you around, Steve. Ah, right. See you around, you two. Hey, I still haven't gotten an answer from you about Needles. The tiger picks up his pace. If you don't walk faster, I'm going to leave you behind. Ugh. Looks like I'm not getting an answer from him. You know, your coworkers are nice. I told you, didn't I? They're a good bunch. They can get rougher around the edges sometimes, but doesn't everyone? You know? That's something I would expect to come out of Dave. Are you sure? Are you saying that I can't be wise sometimes too? I didn't say that. Just teasing. You spent the rest of the walk in silence until you reached the door to the chief's office. The tiger knocks on the door before letting himself and you in. Ah, so you two are done. Yes, there was no issues. Did you need us for something? Good and well, not necessary. I've thought about it for a bit, and I have some news for you. News? What could it be? Yes. Mr. Josh. As the standing chief of Ironhaven's police department, you are hereby under arrest. You'll be staying here for the night. What? Why? Did I do something bad? Elsewhere. Okay. The red scale dragon walks back to his car. Did someone just like go to a mall and take a picture? Love it, love it. Carrying bags of groceries in his hands. I hope everything is okay with those guys. Huh? Hello, this is Dave speaking. Hey Dave, this is Gran's roommate. Have you seen him around by any chance? The big lug for some reason didn't bring his phone with him, and he didn't come back last night either. I'm getting worried about him. I figured that I'd give you a call since you guys are friends. Oh, I got your number from his phone, FYI. That cat doesn't even bother putting a password on his phone, so I was really lucky to be able to get it. Ah, that explains how he got my number then. I'm going to have to talk to Gran about putting a password on his phone later. Oh, yes. Gran crashed by my diner last night. He didn't want to come back home soaked in rainwater. Oh man, that's a fucking relief. I wasn't sure if he'd be all right after the recent events. Is he with you now? No, I dropped him off at the police station. He's taking care of some business. I swear to God, if that cat got himself into trouble. Ah, well. I don't think he'll be, you'll have to worry about that. He's there to help someone. Ah, alright. Cool. Are you going to meet him anytime soon? Yeah, I'm picking him up in a bit. He left his bike at my diner, so he'll be coming back with me as well. Is there something you need? Now that I know he's okay, there's really nothing I really need. Actually, hold that thought. I heard that you're a good cook. Can you tell Gran to order some takeout from you? I haven't had breakfast and I'm hungry as hell. Also tell Gran that he's paying for it first. I'll pay him back once he'll return. Ah, alright. I'll be sure to relay the message. Thanks a lot, Dave. And also, thank you for taking care of Gran for the night. It's all good. Well, I'm gonna hang up now. His roommate sure is something. The dragon takes a look at his watch. They're probably already done right now. I should hurry. As the dragon was about to enter the vehicle, a figure approached him. Excuse me, sir. Would you mind helping a fellow out? I'm a bit lost. Oh yes, what can I help you with? Do you know where the whereabouts of this town's police department? I'm afraid I have a little knowledge of the surrounding area.
Are you a tourist?
Not exactly. I've been here to attend some matters. So, do you by any chance know the location?
Actually, yeah. I was just about to head there too. Would you like to come with me?
If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to take that offer. It'll save me a lot of trouble, thank you.
You're welcome. Come on in then. So, what are you here for?
Well, back in the police department. Why? To put it bluntly, Mr. Josh, you have too many unknowns and uncertainties. I feel that it's safer for both of you and the community if you were to stay here for the time being. Or at least until we get more information about you. From what I've gathered thus far, you come out of nowhere possessing nothing else but an orb. Do you find that strange? I asked Sally to check for you in the local database, but it turns out that you already tried that. As the chief of the police department, I can't simply overlook such matters. So I've decided that you are to be put in probation for a day or two. And let's hope it's no more than that. I see. Man, this is a feeling. Is this dread? My stomach is turning upside down. I can't believe I'm actually going to get arrested. My clean record. Well, at least it's in another world, right? Right?
Is this really necessary, Chief? Mr. Josh is a really nice guy.
I don't think he's done anything bad since I found him. I understand your concern, Gran, but it needs to be done. Don't worry, though. You won't be treated like a criminal, Mr. Josh, since you haven't exactly done anything wrong, so rest easy. You'll be sleeping in the infirmary instead of in a cell room, and you are to stay within the building's vicinity. You are forbidden to leave the area, but if for some reason you really need to go somewhere, you'll have to be under someone's supervision from this department. They'll have to agree willingly. Understood? Understood. Also, please do not try to escape. I can say with certainty that it definitely would not help your case, you hear? I don't think I've ever thought about escaping, though. It's not like I know where else to go. I'll just go along and see where else that takes me. Hopefully everything will get better over time. Yes, of course. That was all that I have to say. You are free to go.
Hey, Mr. Josh, do you want to come over to the lobby while I wait for Dave?
Okay.
Thank you for your time, Chief. I'll see you around.
Take care.
Looks like you're going to be staying here for a bit, huh?
Seems like it.
Do you think you'll be okay?
I think I'll manage. How bad could it be, anyway? And it's not like I have many choice in the matter, though.
I guess not.
The tiger stops in his tracks. He gives out a deep sigh before facing your direction. His face displays concern and a mix of guilt.
Sorry.
Huh? What are you sorry for?
I was the one who suggested to go check it with the police station, wasn't I? You'd probably still be free to roam around if we didn't come here.
I don't know. I don't think I can just keep avoiding a visit to the police. I get a feeling that I'd have come here sooner or later anyway. Sure, I guess I'd still be walking free if we hadn't come here, but then I probably wouldn't be making any progress in discovering how I got here either. At least now we've done something. All we need to do is wait a little while, right? Hopefully things will be clearer then.
I guess that's one positive way of thinking.
So stop feeling bad about yourself. I don't blame you for one bit.
Heh, all right. Let's keep going.
Oh, you two are back. Did everything go okay?
It didn't go as planned, but at least we made progress.
Oh, what happened if I may ask?
Well, I'll be staying here for a little while.
Oh? What do you mean?
He's been arrested by the chief, or at least he's in probation for a couple days.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Josh. The chief is a really nice person. He must have had a good reason to why he came to that conclusion. I hope you don't think too bad about him. I'd like to ask why, but I don't want to impose. It's fine, Sally. I'm being held here because he thought that I have a lot of unknowns. Which is fair when I think about it. Still, this will be my first time getting arrested. You gave out a nervous laugh. So I'm assuming you aren't allowed to leave this building then? Not quite. He said that I'm allowed to leave the building if I'm under someone's supervision from this department. Oh, then that's not too bad, is it? Huh? What do you mean? I mean, you literally have a hulking walking supervisor following you around already, don't you? Her face beams a smile as she innocently stares towards your supervisor. Huh? Oh, Mr. Josh. I mean, Gran, silly. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. All this time, I have been chaperoned by Gran. Now that I think about it, he's literally been with me since the beginning. You turn your attention towards Gran. The two of you looked at each other with a laugh, where the cough breaks the silence. I never really asked him why he continued to stick around with me. Doesn't he have any other things he'd rather be doing? Ahem. Hello, Earth to Mr. Josh, is anyone there? Also, Gran, are you still here?
Oh, yeah, I'm still here. I think Mr. Josh was is in another world again, though. He's been doing that a lot.
Oh, I'm sorry. Guess I did it again. Man, the protagonist coon in this game is like as bad as Dave from Password. Just spacing out, doing the things. Oh well. He's definitely not like Samuel from the smoke room, where he's just like insulting everyone in his own narration all the time, and I'm here for it. I probably should stop spacing out in the middle of a conversation like that in the future. Also, did she say Earth? So I guess that the planet is the same. Maybe only the cities and the countries are different, or perhaps the continent might be different as well. Anyway, as I was saying, technically you can still go outside then, couldn't you? I'm sure Gran wouldn't mind chaperoning you around for a little more while longer? Maybe that would sound better, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind. Beats doing nothing at home, at least. And Mr. Josh is fun to be around with. Splendid. That settles it then, right, Mr. Josh? You've got an option to go, too. He thinks that I'm fun to be around? Huh. Man, this is embarrassing. Oh, that's great then. Thanks, Gran. No problemo, amigo. Spanish? So, what kind of progress did you guys make? Does the chief have access to the nation's database? Yes and no. He doesn't have direct access to it, but he can still ask for some information from the city that doesn't have access to. All we need to do is send some biological data and blood samples, then we wait. Oh, so you've both taken care of everything then? Yeah, we went to the infirmary. Man, I'm just like hiccuping already? Damn. Maybe I should drink more water. But whatever. We went to the infirmary and while a bit ago to gather all the necessary data, even the blood sample. Oh, speaking of visiting the infirmary, did you know that that room turned into a kissing booth for a little while? Huh? What? We bumped into Jacob and Steve. Me and Mr. Josh might have interrupted their private checkup session. Oh, you sly cat. Don't you know that it's bad to gossip about your coworkers like that?
Don't tell anyone else, though. I don't think they'll appreciate that.
You say that, but you still went and gone to tell me.
I trust you, though. Besides, you probably already noticed what's going on anyway.
I'm flattered that you trust me that highly, Gran. But yes, I have already noticed it a little while ago. I think it's been a week since I bumped into those two doing something. The cat winked. I think that it's cute, though. Those two make an adorable couple, don't you think?
I'm not really good with that kind of stuff, so I wouldn't know.
Bleh, of course you don't. You should spend more time getting to know people. You go out a lot, but you don't actually socialize as much, which is rather strange, don't you think?
What if I just enjoy going out?
That's fair, I guess. As the three of you were engaged in conversation, the entrance door of the building swung open. Then emerged Dave in a figure that you've never seen before. Dave looks at you and smile as the two enter the building. That's a lion man. Okay. Hello. Welcome to Iron Haven's police department. How can I help you?
Oh, hello. I'm here to pick up my friends. The person with me here is here for something else, though. Yes, thank you for bringing me here, Dave. If you'll excuse me, I need to talk to the nice lady by the desk. Perhaps, we shall see each other again. The lion figure speaks with an exotic accent. He's got a rather deep voice, quite similar to the tiger next to you, except it sounds a bit more muddled, as if he's growling. His movement looks precise and confident. It's as if he pre-calculated all of his actions. He looks scary. The lion took Dave's hand for a handshake before moving on toward the front desk. He notices your presence and stares at your eyes for a couple seconds before averting his gaze. Mr. Josh, come on, let's give the old man some space. We can talk here. How did it go?
Before we get to that, who's that guy? He's pretty intimidating. Oh, whoops. Bretano. Okay. No, you'll be able to see the date I was recording. No. Now that I actually, schedule these videos ahead of time, I don't just, record and upload that shit the instant I'm done recording, just upload it. No, I don't do that shit anymore. I'm on a schedule.
Oh, that's Whoa, that's a name.
Oppenheimer? Oppenheimer?
He works at some research institute.
How do you meet him exactly? And why was he with you?
He bumped into me at the grocery store and was looking for the police department. I figured I'd bring him along. Never mind that, though. Did you two find anything?
We got good news and bad news.
Tell me the good news first, then.
We've made progress in helping Mr. Josh to find out how he got here and whether he's got any connections. We just need to wait for a little while before we can get the info, though.
Oh, that's good. And what's the bad news?
Well, Mr. Josh, I'm told to stay here for some time. Oh, he's got head tilts. That's fun.
What do you mean exactly?
I'm under probation, so I'll have to stay here for a couple nights.
I see. So you won't be coming back with us then?
Not for the next couple days, I think.
I'm sorry, Mr. Josh. I hope everything works out for you.
It's alright. It's not your fault, Dave. Besides, at least we made progress, right? So what's the harm in staying in probation anyway? I mean, sure, I guess I won't be able to see you guys for a little while, but at least the chief said that I won't be treated like a prisoner here.
That's good in the very least. I hope they'll treat you okay. Still, how optimistic of you there, Mr. Josh. But that's what I like about you.
Oh. That's cute. How do you do that? Like, I know I saw some shit like that in Echo, where they like will change font in the middle of a sentence, and I'm like, okay, how do I do this in fucking Ren'Py? Like, you know, when I make my gay dating sims, I want to know. Did I hear that correctly?
Oh, right, before I forget. Your roommate was looking for you, Gran. He was worried that you didn't come back home last night. And that you didn't bring your phone with you. Aw, shit. That slipped my mind. I'm gonna have to apologize to him. How did you get your number anyway? Did something happen that I wasn't aware of? He got my number from your phone. You should probably install a password on your device. That makes sense then. Also, he mentioned that he was pretty hungry as well, so you could probably start by the apology by getting him some takeout. Let me guess. He asked you to tell me to order some takeout for you. How do you know? How typical of him. He's been doing that for a while now. I just don't understand why he can't just go and do it himself. I don't know what's going on inside of that thick skull of his. Has this been a reoccurring theme? Sort of. Remember last week when I ordered some takeout from you? Yes, you asked for some of the specials, didn't you? I was surprised that you ordered more than usual, though. Most of that went to him, by the way. I think you have a secret fan, Dave. Oh, I see. Man, that's a bit embarrassing.
There was a moment of silence. The dragon looked towards your direction for a second before he redirected his gaze towards his wrist. With a hilariously drawn watch. Okay. The tiger, on the other hand, kept his gaze towards the floor.
I think it's time for us to depart, Mr. Josh. I have to open up the shop soon, and Gran has to return to his home. I'm sorry that we can't stay any longer.
I guess it's time to part ways.
We'll try to visit when we can, all right?
Yeah, okay. Thank you both for everything that you've done. I'm going to miss you.
Hey now, there's no need for that. We'll still be around town, so you don't have to look so gloomy, Mr. Josh.
He's right, you know. I do work here, after all.
I'll see you around, Mr. Josh.
The dragon gently pats you on the back before leaving the building. You gave him a slow wave. See ya, Dave.
I guess I'm going to. Take care, Mr. Josh. Maybe we'll see each other soon.
The tiger ruffles your hair for a moment before departing. It lasts a bit longer than one you've given before. See ya, Gran. There they go. This will be my first time walking around without Gran being around me in this world. Man, what's gonna happen to me? Hey, Mr. Josh, over here. You turn around to the direction of the front desk while the feline lady is waving you over. You proceed to slowly walk over to her desk. Looks like those two have left, huh? Are you doing okay? I'm fine. I feel a bit anxious, though, honestly. This is my first time alone without Gran. Gran was the first person you see when you were unconscious, wasn't he? Yeah, he stuck around to help me. He's got a big heart, that soft goof. You know, he's not usually that sociable before. Really? I thought that's just how he always been. Huh, he's funny and goofy at times, but he doesn't usually talk to people unless he needs to. I'm not sure if it's because of you or because of a recent event that changed him. Regardless, I think that it's a good thing for him. Recent event? Did something happen with Gran? Yeah, but I think it's better if you ask him directly instead. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Ah, okay. I understand. I already picked up the idea that something has happened to him. Still, I wonder what it was. Oh, looks like the Chief is calling me. If you'll excuse me, Mr. Josh. Hello, Chief. Is there something you need? Okay. Got it. Yeah, he's here with me. Okay, see ya. Looks like the Chief would like to see you, Mr. Josh. I'm not in trouble. I'm not in any more trouble, am I? I don't know, honestly. He didn't sound mad or anything, so you should be all okay. Okay, should I go now? Oh, yes. I'll be escorting you to his room. Just give me a few seconds first. The feline lady ducked down under the desk, presumably in search of something. You didn't know what to do, so you just simply stood there and looked around. As you were idly looking around, you managed to spot a familiar picture on Sally's desk. It looks like a form of someone of some sort. Isn't that the lion guy from earlier? Where did that thing drop off to? I swear. Oh, there it is. Sorry about that. I dropped one of my keys earlier. We're good to go now, so so come on. Huh. I think we'll end it for here. That seems like a nice place. We'll hang out with Norman next time, everybody. But until then, see you around.